Something that's really important to us that we incorporate on any deck design is lighting. You work really hard during the day, and a good lighting system is going to help you enjoy your deck into the evening.
Regal Ideas offers an innovative and award-winning lighting system that we try to incorporate whenever we can. It's a perimeter system, so it's going to light up from the outside in to keep that party going.
They've got all the components that you're going to need for this. We've got your transformer and remote. We've got LED light strips.
There's a T-splitter if you have to go in multiple directions, a patch cord for going through an open space, then there's clear top spacers for your picket system, and a clear top gasket for a glass system.
Head over to regalideas.com and download their layout planner. This has all the components you're going to need for your LED system and helps you lay it out. A pro tip, on your deck layout, make sure you mark directional lines for the LED light strips. So let's get started with the install process. Your LED system starts with this control kit. Inside the box, you're going to find your transformer, your remote transmitter, your remote, which comes with 3 different colors, white, yellow, blue, as well as a dimmer setting so you can control the light however you see fit. Make sure you remove this little plastic tab at the bottom of your remote. That's going to activate the battery and have the remote start working for you. Now that you have everything out of the box, the first step is going to be drilling a hole down your first post to be able to bring up your lead cable. You want to mark the bottom of your post and an X in the center, because Regal Ideas has thought of everything for you, and they've put a hole in the bottom plate of the post to allow you to run your wire through. Once you have that marked, you want to drill a hole with at least 1.25 inch spade bit. But safety first, make sure you got your glasses on. It's important that you drill your hole straight down, so that way when you're bolting in your post, none of those bolts pierce your wire. Now you're ready to connect your transformer to your remote transmitter and run it down the post.
Next step, we're going to pop the cap off that post and feed the transformer wire right down through it. Now pull the wire out the bottom and keep feeding it through. Once you get the cord through, feed the transformer right into the post. Feed the RF controller into the post, but leave your LED connector as well as your antenna sticking up for now. For our installation, we're going to use a T-splitter to run in multiple directions. So we're going to connect that to the LED connector, making sure to line up top to top. If you're running in one direction, you can connect your LED strip right to the LED connector. Just run it through the post first. And make sure you connect the top of the LED connector to the light side of your LED strip.
Now feed your power supply line down through that hole.
Now that your T-splitter and your top rails are in place, feed your lighting wire up through the post and connect it to that T-splitter. Make sure you hear a click before you put the shrink tube over the connection. Now that your connection is made and you heard the click, slide the shrink tube over that connection, hit it with a heat gun to seal it up. Oh, hot. Now feed the antenna down through the hole and into the top rail.
Now plug in your transformer, remove the plastic tab from your remote, and turn your lights on. You want to leave the lights on for the duration of the install to make sure that all your connections are good. One of the great things about this product is Regal Ideas has already thought of everything for you. There's holes in the post to be able to run a continuous line of LED strips. You simply just have to remove the top cap and run your LED strip through those holes. Once you get it through both sides, you want to make sure you leave yourself a little bit of a loop or slack inside the post to allow for any movement during climate changes. When you come to the end of the line or to the end post, you can feed the access down the post. We do not recommend cutting the line because you could cause a short. So just stuff any of the excess down the post. For a picket installation, you want to remove the backing and attach the LED strip to the bottom of the top rail. There are two different types of spacers. You have your color match spacer and a clear spacer. The color match goes on the bottom and the clear spacer goes up top to allow the light to shine through. Now, important note, Regal carries two different size and clear spacers, a 4-inch and a 5.5-inch. The 5.5-inch is for your stair railing system.
For a full guide on how to install the Picket system, please refer to the how-to video. Now we'll show you how to run the LED light strip through a glass panel section. And we're also going to show you how to make a connection from one LED light strip to another. Very important, there's two vinyl gaskets for the LED panel, a clear and a black. You'll want to install the top clear gasket before you put in the LED lighting strip. Now remove the backer off the lighting strip and stick it to the underside of the gasket. If you need to make a connection in the middle of a run, just make sure you leave yourself some excess sticking down, make the connection, and then stick it into place. So you can take your next LED strip, connect it right to the existing one, make sure you hear that click, slide the shrink tube over top, hit it with the heat gun, and keep on going. Now with your LED strip in place, you can install your bottom gasket, your rubber blocks, and put in the glass.
There you have it, a complete guide on installing your LED lighting system.
Now you can enjoy your deck day and night.
In order to run your LED lights down your stair rail, you're going to need an additional LED light strip as well as a T-splitter. You want to take the end of your LED light strip and line it up with the feed of the T-splitter. You want to make sure that you line the top up with the light side of the rail. You want to make that connection, and then you want to pull the shrink tube up over that connection, and you want to use a heat gun to shrink that around to lock that connection in place.
Now that your connections are made, you're going to want to drill a 3/4 inch hole through the universal angle bracket and through the post at the top, and then through the post at the bottom as well. This will allow you to get the LED strip into this top rail and out into this post.
So now with your holes drilled out, you want to feed the end of the T-splitter down to a partner to feed it out the bottom hole.
Then connect this end of the T-splitter to your LED strip that'll run through your top rail.
Again, make sure all your connections are done with the shrink tube and heat gun to ensure that those connections are going to last a long time.
Now feed the other end of your LED strip into your bottom post. Put in your top rail and stick the sticky side to the underside of that top rail. An important tip if you're going to be doing glass pickets in your stair rail, make sure you put your gaskets in place first before you stick the LED so that it can run on the inside of the gasket. Another bro tip, if you're going to be running your LED lighting up the other side of your stairs, get a 13-foot patch cord, and then you're going to connect that to the end of your LED lighting, down your post, under the tread, and up the other side. Now you have one continuous line.